Live your best life. Welcome to the Power Podcast. Our mission is to share all things health, fitness, and wellness. I'm your host, Renee, and I want to empower you to become the best version of yourself. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the podcast. Welcome back to Tuesday Tips. Today on the Power Podcast, I'm going to talk about hustling for your health. And this is something I'm really passionate about because I believe that you should always be hustling for your health. And that doesn't mean just, like your exercise or your weight loss or your mental health or, not one specific thing, but everything. We should always be doing things every single day to hustle for our health. Those things can be brushing your teeth every day, twice a day, because that's the best thing to do for your teeth health. It could be things like going for a walk every day to make sure that you're getting your steps up because you work a sedentary job. It could be that you have a standing desk instead of a sitting desk because you want to protect your posture and make sure that you don't end up with a hunchback later on in life or with a sore lower back or tight, really, really tight legs. It could be things like showing up for yourself in some form for exercise every single week, making sure you've got a program in place. Like you go to a group fitness studio or you go to a gym or you have a PT and you're showing up every week because you're hustling for your health. Making sure you're getting enough sleep when you feel you need it. Making sure you are tracking your period cycle, making sure you're knowing where you're at with your periods and you're allowing yourself to have a period from time to time if you're on contraception. But I'm a huge lover and huge fan of having a period. I think it's a really awesome thing. So hustling for your health means you are doing something every single day to make sure that you're keeping your health in check. And there are things that you can do every single day to keep your health in check. And that could be you wake up in the morning and you do some journaling for your mental health. Or you do some journaling to set your intentions, set your own goals so that you're doing something for your mental clarity and your anxiety. Because sometimes anxiety is created by having too much going on in your head, so you need to write it all down. That could be something you do every day. Brushing your teeth twice a day, every day. You're doing something for your health, you're brushing your teeth, you're keeping your mouth hygiene in check. You move your body in some form. Before you head out to work, you might do some stretches, or you might go for a walk for your flexibility and your mobility and keeping the steps up, making sure you're keeping your body active. You could attend your exercise session, and that could be in the morning or that could be in the evening, whenever you choose to do that. So when I say hustling for your health, I mean showing up for yourself every single day in some way to do something for your mental health, your fitness health, your strength health, your nutrition health, I forgot to mention, which is the most important, making sure you're giving yourself enough water every single day. You're giving yourself enough food, nutritious food every day, eating enough vegetables, eating enough fruit, eating enough lean protein, making sure you're getting in enough fiber, making sure that you are eating carbohydrates for your brain, making sure you're not restricting yourself. Practicing gratitude. These are all things that we can do every single day to continue to hustle for our health. I think it's so important that we do. You don't want to just put yourself on a 6-week challenge and then forget about everything you've just learned and go back to the way you were. That's not hustling for your health. That's just wanting a quick fix and not actually continuing with the learning. If you're doing a 6-week program, make sure you utilize that 6-week program to help you form some incredible habits and to help you with moving forward in your life and your health so that you can live a long, healthy life forever. Health isn't short term. It's something we need to make sure that we are protecting every single day so that we live a long, healthy life with less issues, less health problems later on. There's so many people these days that have arthritis, osteoporosis, people that are suffering with obesity because they aren't moving their bodies, they aren't eating the right foods, or they're eating too much of the wrong foods. Now, I'm not one to label right and wrong foods, but when it comes to obesity, you're choosing too much of the foods that aren't going to help your health. So what are you doing every single day to hustle for your health? How can you continue to hustle for your health so that you show up as the healthiest, happiest, strongest, fittest version of yourself every single day? I think it is so important that you do something every single day that is going to help you with your health. And I listed off everything. It doesn't just have to be exercise, everything overall. So this is your little, spark of motivation, your universal sign to go and grab yourself a notebook and write down, or even in your calendar, and write down something that you can do every single day to hustle for your health. And what can you do to hold yourself accountable to make sure that you are sticking to that and you are continuing to hustle for your health, because your life is worth it. And everyone around you wants you to be healthy too, so that you're around for them and you can do everything that you put your mind to. everything. You can climb that hill at 80. You can climb the stairs at 70. You don't have arthritis at 60. You get through perimenopause a lot easier. I'm not saying it's easy, but you can get through it easier when you are looking after your health and you aren't over drinking. Make sure in your 30s and your 40s you are hustling for your health so that when you do get to your 50s, 60s and 70s, you're not full of injuries, you're not constantly sore, you haven't got sore knees, you haven't got your sore hips. What are you doing in your 20s to make sure that you've got a healthy 30s and 40s? You know what I'm saying? See the trend here? When you're hustling for your health every day, it's going to help you in every decade of your life and help you with your body's physiology. It's going to help you when you age. You probably won't age if you're healthy, fit and strong your whole life as much as what someone could as if they didn't. So get your body moving. Do some puffy exercise, lift heavy, brush your teeth, get some good sleep, have a good skincare routine, journal, do things that are going to help you with your mental health. Don't drink too much alcohol, don't smoke. Do things that are going to help you with your overall health. Don't restrict yourself from the foods you love, but make sure you're eating enough of the good stuff. Live a healthy life, and the opportunities are just endless. Happy Tuesday, everyone. I hope you loved my little tip. Keep hustling for your health because you're worth it, and I want nothing but the best for you. Have the most amazing day, evening, or morning, or whenever it is that you're listening to this podcast, and make sure you tune in and listen to the next one.
Thanks for listening to the Power Podcast. I hope you can take something valuable away to implement in your own life. Be sure to tune in to our next episode soon, and if you need further help, check out ptwithrenee.com. You'll find loads more information on nutrition, fitness, and lifestyle tips. Live your best life, and we'll chat soon.